Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium. The smoke machine is rolling, and the Miami Hurricanes making their customary grand entrance onto the field. The Canes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. The returner will field it and bring it back. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Chanticleers return team certainly didn't do the offense any favors there. And this wide receiver, he's the linchpin to the offense. They want to make sure they find a multitude of ways to get him the football.
And it's a risk-reward scenario on defense when you're trying to cover this guy, Reese, because you play man coverage, you risk him running by you and catching deep balls. You play too much zone, and then he can hurt you after the catch. A lot of different ways that this guy is very dangerous.
These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint. The ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
Gets the job done on third down as he gets it out to the 25. And the Chanticleers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Catch in the middle, it's Davenport. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Finds his tight end. At midfield, he's got room. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Eaton. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Wow, the Miami linebacker shows you his speed on that play. And linebacker and speed, synonymous when you're thinking about Miami Hurricane defense. Think about Ray Lewis, Jonathan Vilma, Dan Morgan, DJ Williams. Guys that can go sideline.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chanticleers. Touchdown. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide-open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. So Miami's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. Hold. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. After getting moved back, it's 1st and 20. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They're setting up the screen. And he breaks, headed to the end zone. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Trying to punch it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Miami! And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Offensive line needs to clean it up. Sack on second down, and now it's third down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The Chanticleers send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. Hit the afterburners, kid. Touchdown, Canes! What a grab and go for the score. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Touch pass on the run. Across the 45. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Touchdown, Coastal. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Now this is the way to come out of the gate and set the tone. Back and forth and already inside a minute to go in the first. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if... this running attack.
This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. Got his man quickly. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And the Hurricanes have this offense rolling. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Charlotte pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. The 49ers were clicking in every phase of the game, and the results speak for themselves. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. Guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week, too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
Gets it out quickly. And they bring him down quickly, but a good game there. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. And the Chanticleers will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Here's the punt, and it is not a very good one. A short punt. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Leaves it with the back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
From the gun, the ground game. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the 1st down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. And the Canes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They move the tight end all over. They'll try to blast their way in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop.
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all of the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And
he hauls it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. And wings it incomplete.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Smith dropping to pass. He's going for the big play. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, K. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability, that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Quickly complete. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down.
discrepancy for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. He's going to pass. Fires to the middle. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Corners are going to bail. To the air. It's Eaton. Unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He'll come out throwing on first down. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. He's looking to throw, feeling some heat. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Chanticleers will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Let's see what he can do with it. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Quarterback empties his backfield. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Time to take a shot. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. A strike downfield. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figure they're going to go right back after him. 1st and 10 from the 31. And the blitz gets to him just like that.
You know, we're only in the first half of this football game, and already this offense has had tons of success throwing the football. The defense has to disrupt his rhythm, and they finally do there, getting the sack. They've given up 3 TD passes. Let's see if they can continue with the pass rush moving forward.
Smith wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. At the 20, he's got space. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, or less in the first half.
That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He wants it all. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific start from there in beautiful Miami Gardens. Each of these two offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out these two passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working. And I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Hard Rock Stadium.
And the Chanticleers will kick it away to start the second half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. They'll line up for a second down play. They're going to run it. The Hurricanes are stopped, but not before getting the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form time.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. With jet sweep pass. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
Just wanting something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
And what a job by the defense. Seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football. No space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
One back in the backfield. He gets to carry. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's third and short. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Miami! And the beatdown has ensued. The kick is up and good and puts one more on the lead. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And he finished it with a scintillating 28-yarder to the house.
21.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the returner will be brought down. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Line gets set. First down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on second and 2. Went with the running game on first down, now back at it. To throw, it's Eaton. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Here comes the option. Quick toss. Still on his feet. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution. The Chanticleers have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Gets it out fast. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, and listen, this guy's had a good day. I know they're trailing and they need to put some drives together, but I also wouldn't abandon him because he's had such a monster day, and he's been the bright spot so far for this offense.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. From the gun, running back gets to give. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Good pickup there. He gets enough for the first down. Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Running backs square their shoulders up. It's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Back to pass. It's Eaton. Looking for the score. And that pass intercepted. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Looking for a productive play on first down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to go up top on first down. Trying to get behind the defense. Brings it in down the left side. Open runway ahead. Touchdown, Kane! And the punishment has been extended.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a couple of ranked teams having at it this week, and take a look at what's going down. East Carolina is just getting blown off the field right now, and like them or hate them, I think anyone would agree this is tough to watch. They're trailing by 19 to Liberty. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. For 6 and all the way out to the 16.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
They'll leave it with him. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Quick pass on the jet motion. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of a spot.
And the Chanticleers are moving quickly down the field. They go to the ground. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Handoff from the gun. Nice move to keep moving. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down. The Chanticleers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, to give, looking for room. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the 1st down. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. This defense just can't get off the... It's unstoppable. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
And now a big 3rd down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory, too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard. offense is taking some punches.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. Defense in a bind.
On 3rd and short, they're giving it to the tight end. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Here's why I like the play call. I think I like the play call because you get the ball to speed. You try to punch it in for a touchdown. But I also think you know you've got 4th down. You know you got an opportunity the next play to punch it in. So let's see what they do here on 4th down.
And I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the 4th quarter. You're down a boatload of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. If you want to win this game, you need touchdowns. I would anticipate for every possession they get from here on out, man, you got to be way more aggressive.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Leaves it with the running back. At the 35, he's open. They finally make the stop at the big run. Is plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the ground with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
And the sophomore just a little too much on that one. The Canes will punt this one away.
Number 14, on to kick it away.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Yeah, and this defense just putting the cherry on top of the sundae. They've been all over the place. They've done a great job. Their offense has built a huge lead. We're just counting down the minutes on the clock now.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Finds the tight end. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Throws to the wideout. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. And the Canes get it past the sticks. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. The option look. He'll toss it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. And that ball is picked off. Looking for more room. The 50. The 40. The 20. Past the 10. Touchdown. Chanticleers. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them. Or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
The give to the tailback. And that is how we will wrap this one up. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your union. Like when you